Let's see. Are we going? Are we doing the thing? Nope. There we go. Okay. Good. All right. I think everybody can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I'm Jason Duff with Earl of Fife Games. And right now we're just showing my screen. That's on purpose. Um, so, as some of you maybe know, I'm running Dungeons Deep and Caverns Old, a 5th edition version of that book. Um, I have hired Jeremy Forbing, who has done a lot of 5e work, to do the 5e bits for this. I don't, I don't, and you know, I'm not gonna say that I'm a expert in 5e. Um, so it wouldn't be right for me to make those rules. I didn't think. It was not, so I needed to get an expert. Um, so that's what we're doing, and I'm doing this because I think it's a good opportunity to expand not only my reach as far as a creator that people could just see and be interested in, potentially get Heroes and Hardships in the pre-order store, somehow get an eye on that. Obviously, there's a monetary aspect involved to make more money on the project. Then I want to bring some cool stuff to people to play too. So Jeremy's going to really, I've already seen the corruption system that he's created, and it's really cool. Then there's also, they get, the setting and the adventure, which I think are pretty good, and everybody's been real positive about that so far. Um, and so, this video that I'm making now is not necessarily just about our Kickstarter per se, because really what I wanted to talk about was how weird Kickstarter is. Okay, so obviously, I don't expect everyone to know the ins and outs of Kickstarter if they're just a user of Kickstarter. Okay. Um, as a publisher, just kind of this opening the door to kind of the things that you experience with a Kickstarter campaign. And I'm specifically talking about Kickstarter. I don't know about BackerKit, how this would look, but Kickstarter, I will say, they hate this project. Um, Dungeon Deeps and Caverns Old, both versions, they hate it. Why is that? I have no idea. Um, And why do I say that? Well, I say that because you can, and I'm not going to show this, but you can, if I go into my dashboard here, you see over here, you can look at your dashboard. It will show you, um, you know, where you're getting your pledges from. And all the external stuff or the custom stuff that you build, when you see the referral number code at the top of the URL or at the end of the URL, that usually translates to something, you know, um, something that the manager of the Kickstarter has created. Like it'll tell you, like, oh, your Facebook ad A, got X amount of dollars and X amount of people pledging. So it shows you all that stuff. Um, so there's a lot of internal Kickstarter categories. One of them is basically there's a whole bunch of them that say discovery and then how it was discovered in Kickstarter itself, right? There's a lot of that, and one of them is discovery recommended. And well, what's recommended? Now, there might be it's not real clear to me exactly where they all are. Typically, I think you see them at the footnotes of updates, or you go to a project and you scroll all the way down to the end, and there's four more projects you can look at. It might be subcategorized too in certain ways. I don't know if it includes things on like the Kickstarter homepage for you. Or you do, I do see search a lot, so somebody probably went in there and said, Dungeons and Dragons or something like that, and our project came up to them, they followed it, and then they pledged. But so why do I say it hates our project? And it's really because you do not see it recommended anywhere, anywhere. Okay, I just nowhere that I can see. Um, so if I scroll down here, let's see. Let's go. So this is what I think I'm logged into this one. So um, I'm making sure I have two. I have a incognito browser too, and you're gonna see. I'm gonna look for Dungeons Deeps and Caverns Old in various places and see how difficult it is to find. Okay, and I wanna compare it to a couple things that is interesting. By the way, this game right here, if you're looking at this, I have this game is cool. Cool as cool as a cucumber, as they say. This is a Indian-inspired setting for it is for 5e and Pathfinder 1 and 2. It looks like, and my good friend Pranab and I, who I'm not gonna dox him, but he's around on the Discord and stuff. Um, but he and I have thought about doing this something like this for a long time, and I was a big fan of the Mahasarpa role-playing game setting for 3.5. It was like an extension of Oriental Adventures, I think. Anyway, it was super cool, and I played it for years and years and years. It was play-by-post game, 10 years, I think. Thanks, Verdan, for a great game. Okay, let's go back. Anyway, that's an aside. Good that they're being seen. Okay, so this is, Kickstarter knows me that I'm going to be looking for game stuff, typically role-playing game stuff. So, it's smart here. It looks like. So this is the first page, second page, third page. Okay, nothing. No Dungeons Deep Caverns Old. Dungeons Deep Caverns Old is about a 46 or 45 hours from ending. So, um, now these, I know some of these projects, don't know all of them. The front page is a little different. I'm not going to be like, oh, Dungeons Deep and Caverns Old should have definitely been on the front page of this. Although Heroes and Hardships was, but maybe there's a monetary amount you have to hit. Okay, this is the incognito browser. I'm going to go back. I might have to kind of twist its arm to make it know what I like, right? I'm not going to get this because I'm an incog. There's no cache, so let me just Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so there's that. It says 169 projects. Let's see if it even matches up. I'm kind of curious if it will. And I'll just search on this one too. Dungeons and Dragons 5e. So that's exactly the same way as I typed it in last time. Okay, it's the same. So let's. I'm gonna minimize this. Minimize this. Let's compare them. Are they the same? Are they the same? Oh my God. Wait. Are they exactly the same? Hold on. Let me go back. One, one. No, no. They're oh, they're not the same at all. Okay, they're close, but not the same. Hamoverfest is two. This down here. Okay, so it is different. So they are doing something different. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we're all the way to the load more on my one. So the reason I don't trust that, I don't know if it just like doesn't show your stuff as much if you are the publisher. Maybe they don't even show it at all. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. These are ended already. These are legitimately ended. Okay. those projects were not active. I got down to. Okay, let's check on this side. Load more. Same thing. Ended. Okay. All right. So, what's it tell me to search? The search might be looking for Dungeons and Dragons, and I do not have that in my title. It's kind of uh, might not be kosher. Um, when I say that, I mean Watsy might not love it. So, oh hey, it's number two here, and way down here on this one. It makes no sense. Why would it be so? All right, let me refresh this. All right, well it's still two. That's still two. Well, that's good. That's good. Let's do this. Let's go to this campaign. Don't know much about this campaign. Okay, let's scroll to the bottom. Nope, not there. Okay, let's click this one. Nope, not there. Okay. Let's try this browser. Let's go here. Nope, not there. No, this is another 5e one. Nope. This is my good friend MT Black. His adventures also great adventures. If you want some 5e adventures, go here. Support him. Um, nope, not there. Nope, not there. Nope, not there. So, I mean, I can keep going here. Like I say, I've never seen it recommended down here. That's as definitely as high as I've ever seen it in search. But I don't really understand, I guess. So let's look at this battle cry. No offense to this battle cry or anything. I'm not like trying to pick on it. It's got 8 days left. Okay, this one's got 4 days left. This is a better example probably. So it is 8,300. Okay, so this has raised less money. It has less backers. It has more time to go, and but it's recommended, and like Dungeons Deep is not. The Siege of Troy. Let's look at this one. So this is a smaller project, 2,176, and 342 backers, and it is very similar to where I am, right? It's like ending Wednesday or something. Go down. Nope. 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 This is the Siege of Troy. Let's see how many times we see it. Do we see it a bunch? Siege of Troy, Siege of Troy. Yep, there it is again. What? Why? Why? I don't understand. Um, I just don't understand, and nobody knows is the funny thing. Nobody knows. No other publisher can say, "Hey, I know how the algorithm works exactly." No one knows. It's just real strange. Just real strange. Like, why does it hate it so much? Um, I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess. But yeah, that's what I got on for. Kind of just wanted to talk about that because this is you know, the mystery of the algorithm, like, the mystery of the X algorithm or something like that. It has its own weird algorithm, and I just can't understand it. Um, I think Heroes and Hardships was not like this at all. I remember definitely see it on the first um, carousel scroller there, on the front page of like Reddit when you or not Reddit, Kickstarter when you go there, um, on the homepage. It was recommended. I should actually go back and look at its its referrals and see how many recommended ones. I already looked at Dungeons Deep and Cavern for H&H, and I don't think it was any. Maybe it was one or two. But it didn't like that one either, right? And I can understand why, I have a lot more backers, almost, well, not quite double. Um, but I get that, right? It's 5e. So, yeah, it's interesting. So, I just I can't quite understand, I guess. And that's no, like, I'm not putting any other thing down. I'm just you know, like, of course this one's going to be big. What a cool video that is. I wonder, they're just playing the video. So if I could ever find this, I wonder if I went to Dungeon Deep and Caverns Old and went over it, it would actually do the thing. What's going on? That's weird. Okay, that one doesn't have video. That's another thing. Like, how important is a video? And the more and more I am, like, thinking about it, I don't think it is. My strategy this year is to get a better, expand. Um, let's do this. You'll probably see me after this. No, 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 no. Which one's which? There we go. Hey, um, I yeah. So yeah, it's just to kind of figure out, like I say, just expand my reach. Get Heroes and Hardships out there. Do the work on that, obviously, but also kind of experiment with Kickstarter, particularly. Like, do I use a video in all of them? Is it necessary? Does it matter? What's the difference in funding between two similar projects? Like, testing out, hey, here's Dungeons Deep for Cavern Old, and here's Dungeons Deep for 5e. What's the difference and why? Um, and then just making cool stuff. What else? But yeah, Kickstarter is very interesting. It's another thing to tackle right now. Drive Through RPG is in the tank for just about everybody. I know they're just kind of putting their head in the sand and keep going. I know they're probably, testing and stuff like that, but it's been devastating to some people. Especially people who, you know, get 100% of their income from drive-through RPG publisher sales. I don't. It would be rough. They just do have not done great um, in this whole situation. I wish they had a way to just kind of reverse it. I understand why, well, at least in an aesthetic type of look, of why they might want to update the the website, but what they've done is gone to an extreme and basically rebuild it from ground up, and it worked pretty fine before, and it's just it's not working out. It's been 5 months now, I think, 6 maybe. Um, so yeah, you can just look online, and it's people are not liking it. Both customers and publishers. I have not met any publisher that has said they liked it. I've never seen it. Even like people just kissing butt in the drive-through RPG Discord. I've never seen anybody say they like it. I've seen them be like, "Oh, it looks nice, but there's all these problems." Yeah. Um, I don't. And I tend to believe that um, you know, it's not that big of a deal to drive through RPG themselves, because I think a lot of those sales that might go to indie gamers might be going to the big guys instead. Um, so it's it's tough there, and you can say, well, I'm non-exclusive and I can put my game on itch or something. Um, no, you're not gonna make as much as you would have on Drive-Thru RPG back when, even now probably. They just itch is really not for tabletop games. It's not meant. It's just not conducive for that. It's a video game thing. I don't really believe it's important, or you will be successful with it. That's my maybe there's some very niche games that you might see more success on itch than you would drive through, but I can't imagine anything in the trad, anywhere trad OSR. Well, OSR maybe a little bit, but trad games certainly not. You know, um, but um, hmm. that won't work. You can put them on as Kindle on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know. So then you have to make I've done this one time to limited success, and it was turn a PDF into a Kindle readable file. I can't even remember what the file type is now. Um, but that's same. Um, I would always suggest though putting your books out on KDP. That is not a bad idea at all, especially if you are some game that is pretty popular. If you are like doing a 5e supplement, the problem with 5e supplement's a good idea, but the problem is there's a lot of 5e out there. It's harder a lot of competition. So um, yeah. So yep, and yeah. I can't think of there's all these small places, but I can't really think of anything that's worthwhile. Not really. So you're kind of stuck on Drive-Through RPG for the most part. Um, you should try to have your own website. Um, because if even if you're exclusive at Drive-Through RPG, you can sell your PDFs there. You can do that. There's you know, WordPress is very popular. I don't use WordPress, but it is very popular, and I think it's probably the easiest to get started. You could try WordPress. I think it's pretty cheap per month, more or less. But yeah, yeah, you can, there's always being able to direct somebody into Drive-Through RPG for them to purchase your game, right? If you have a big email list, that sort of thing. So it doesn't really matter what platform you're on. I had this argument with someone. I was Someone was asking for advice, right? I wasn't just being a loudmouth. This is a kind of a I'm not even on this Discord anymore, but it was a Discord about a creator Discord and for co-promotions and stuff. And I was kind of I did some co-promotions there, but I found that I don't know if I've talked about this a lot about the AI stuff and how I did co-promote with AI uh, projects with AI art. But I'm not going to do that anymore, and that was a flood of that in there. But anyway, that's not the point. They were asking some question about the pros and cons of BackerKit, the um, pledge program versus Kickstarter, not BackerKit's pledge manager or anything like that. And they essentially said it didn't matter. You know, um, it didn't matter. BackerKit had better support, better tools, that sort of thing, which that is probably 100% true. It's kind of like Kickstarter. It's like the old guy in the room, right? It got there first, so But it's things get better when they're improved upon, right? They can see how you're doing. So they um, they said that there was no difference, and when I mean that no difference, it's the actual so if you launch the same thing in both places and you expect the platform to do a lot of the work to bring people in, like say you're me, I'm going to be able to bring in, I don't know, 1,000 people pre-launch from just co-promotions. Maybe if I do well, really well. I've only done that on my first one. I got to 930 some, I think, on both the other two, something like that. In the 900s for sure. Anyway, you I don't know why it turns off. Like OBS doesn't keep my headset on. It thinks it's idle. Anyway, I was saying, you're gonna have whatever you are, your newsletter to bring people in too, but that's the only people you're gonna bring in directly probably. Um, you know, because the posts on social media do not work even at all. They're not even worth it. You do it, but they really most social media like any Facebook groups or anything like that. Nah, there might be some Reddit threads you could get going that might help, but it really is tough. That's that people just go by it, right? They don't even care, right? Ads are better. I just doesn't. I guess Facebook knows where to insert the ad, knows where to put it to you, that sort of thing. Where a group post, you might, barely even see it. Um, but yeah, it's So what do you do? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but yeah. Anyway, what else to talk about? I think that's you know, I mean, you can't think that Kickstarter's going to bring, uh, or I'm sorry, BackerKit's going to bring a ton of people that are just going to log in. I can't remember a time I went to BackerKit as a customer, besides like getting whatever my pledge is. Like I like to surf it to see. I don't know. Like when I was looking at it, I met with BackerKit a few months ago and about this, and I was just like, I because I was thinking, okay, less competition when I looked because there's only like 9 projects, right? 9 tabletop projects at all, and I looked and it's I just didn't I don't think that is something I need to test right now. I could and then relaunch it on Kickstarter, but oh my gosh, getting the followers on Kickstarter is one of the most brutal run-up things that you have to do. Um, I take a lot of effort to try to do that because I think it's important. But holy moly, it's a lot of annoying work. Nothing satisfying about going and sending a message to somebody and saying, "Hey, want to cross promote? I've got X amount of people in my newsletter and whatever." Um, yeah, it's not fun. It's not the funnest thing. But yeah, uh, it is what it is for now. It's got to be done by me at least. But anyway, so it breaks down that Backer can't supply native platform traffic in anywhere close to Kickstarter, and it's just it's just I mean, I think that their pledge, their crowdfunding platform, not their pledge manager, has only been active like 2 or 3 years, not very long. So. Who knows? But yeah, that's really all I had. Just talking about Kickstarter and kind of the annoyances of it. And yeah, I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Head over to fifegames.com, and if you want to come talk to me real time, hope sometimes, in my Discord channel, just click on Discord, and I'll take you to Earl of Fife Discord, and I'm Jason at Earl of Fife Games. So, thanks for